Alright, so boom, I think I finally understand why Adam Warlock has no mobility to his kit. But before getting into that, we have to look at the other supports and Marvel rivals. There's a noticeable pattern between every single support character. They all have some form of mobility or survivability that helps them escape dangerous situations. Adam Warlock does have a survivability and it's called Soul Bond. Soul Bond links Adam Warlock to his teammates, allowing him to share incoming damage across bonded allies instead of taking it all himself. He's such a cool Chad, bro. This pretty much makes him a very strong counter against dive characters because it's much harder to kill him in instant burst damage like Black Panther. Let's look into other supports. Sue Storm has incredible survivability and mobility. Oh my god. Her shield, probably one of the most annoying things about this season. Cloak and Dagger also has mobility, even though it doesn't look obvious at first. When Dagger, swaps, you have the Fade form. That's form of mobility. And honestly, it's way better than Adam Warlock's any form of mobility he even has, bro. This same logic can be applied to every other support character. Even Gambit, the new support, has what might be the coolest mobility in the game. So while Adam Warlock does have survivability through Soul Bond, mobility is where he clearly does not match up to the other supports, which makes him a little bit weaker. Luna Snow is a perfect example of a support who has both. She has survivability and mobility through her ice skates and her snowball ability. Now this is where things get kind of interesting. Adam Warlock does actually fly, but only in his MVP animations. In his newest MVP, he actually is shown flying with the black pole portal, whatever. In the Guardians of the Galaxy MVP, he's actually literally flying from the scene in the movie. The guy flies in the comics. We're gonna get into why Adam Warlock cannot fly in Rivals. Adam Warlock is a pretty well-rounded character, if in my own opinion I'll say. His healing is pretty decent and his ultimate is pretty solid if you know how to use it, and his Soul Bond directly counters dive. And I don't think the reason they don't give him mobility is because it will make him overpowered. Rivals clearly doesn't have an issue with making strong characters like Sue Storm and Luna Snow. But what's more confusing is that they did increase Adam Warlock's mobility, but just not in his base form. They buffed his speed in his astral projection form after he dies and revives. But why make his astral projection faster but leave his normal form slow? Even something simple as a small speed boost similar to Mantis would feel good on Adam Warlock, bro. You can't tell me I'm wrong. A lot of people say the devs just don't like Adam Warlock and that's why he doesn't get mobility. Honestly, I think it's something different. I think the devs genuinely believe that Adam Warlock is in a good position right now after his recent buffs to healing and his ultimate, which he desperately needed. They probably think he doesn't need anything else, which why he doesn't get mobility. Now me saying that does not mean that Adam Warlock is a terrible healer currently. If you know how to play Adam Warlock in certain comps, he could probably be, MVP each game. It's just that people don't know how to run him, so they, call him trash. The main point is, does Adam Warlock actually even need mobility? If you've been on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, or even a Discord, you've definitely seen people say that Adam Warlock desperately needs mobility. But ask yourself for real, do you really want to see that, bro? Like I said before, Adam Warlock is currently a very well-rounded support. His healing is solid and survivability against dive comps is genuinely strong because of Soul Bond. Instead of escaping danger, Adam Warlock is made to stand his ground. It's made to tank damage and punish people for overextending. I don't think Adam Warlock is exactly a flyer type of character. He shouldn't be a flyer character. So when people say he deserves fly because he flies in the comics, the movies, I kind of have to disagree a bit, bro. That would kind of ruin his character and I don't want to see that happen to Adam Warlock. There's other ways you can buff his mobility without giving him flight. My personal opinion is that he should get a speed boost, nothing too crazy, maybe like a 10% increase to his regular walk speed. And that's it, that's all he needs, bro. I feel like for his mobility, that's all he needs. So yeah, that's everything, bro. I just bumped out all of my thoughts on Adam Warlock, his mobility, and I want to hear what you guys think about it. I know this is kind of different from what I usually post, but I feel like I want to test different things out. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts on it, and subscribe, and I guess I'll catch you in the next video, y'all.